We got Ringo hanging out. We got little preacher, Mama, over there. Miss Safira. We got Bernie. Where is Shelby? Where's sweet Shelby? You know, I don't think I've seen her. Is she outside? Oh, there she is. She's walking around outside having fun. Another rainy day in Nashville. But we're going to make some... I'm going to show you guys a secret recipe for how I make dog food. Or it's a food supplement for... that I make for the dogs because I don't want them eating... I wonder where that came from. I don't want them eating just regular food. And yeah, so that's... What did you have to say, Ringo? Well, happy Friday, everyone. We've got a special day here. We're gonna do a little bit of baking. Oop, let me get this in here. Get my cooking angle going. And yeah, we'll get this is a pretty simple recipe, and I kind of make it like a brick biryani. Let's stop the dishwasher. Weird, no one's on yet. Did I set this for public? All right, we got one person on. Nice to see you. I was thinking that we didn't have it going. Happy Friday. So we're gonna make some dog food, and this is something that I like to do to kind of make the dogs have kind of like a little special treat. I want them to eat a little bit of real food every day. So, and I kind of make it like a biryani, which is a rice dish where you put meat in the bottom of the pan, and then you make the rice on top of it at the same time. So what I usually do, I've got this beef, and a little bit of pork, and we're happy old dog and cat farm, everybody. We adopt old cats and dogs, and we give them happy days out at our farm. And there's Shelby. She just came in from outside. We also have Sir Ringo. We also have our little cat Tammy, who we found in the barn a few weeks ago. And we also have our queen, Lexi. Pinky, how you doing? Oh, why not notification squad? Never mind. Fair enough. Thank you. So we've got everyone's checked in. Ringo, thanks for the thank you. And yeah, this is a pretty quick recipe. So today we're going to be mostly hanging out with a lot of the dogs and the cats. We'll go check on Tammy. And yeah, so we're just getting this really hot. And we'll get a little bit of oil. Earl. About to finish your shift? Awesome. How was that plantain burger? I just saw that today. You know where the plantain sandwich was invented? The tostone sandwich? Season the pan? So we're making dog food. I'm not going to season the pan. Dogs don't do too well with a lot of seasoning. But I am going to put a little bit of oil in. And yeah, so we're making dog food like the title states. So yeah, the tostone sandwich was invented in Chicago. and I couldn't believe it that it wasn't invented somewhere more wild. Okay, so we've got a nice hot oily pan. In it goes some meats. Some pork. So we're using about a pound of pork and about 2 pounds of beef. Can you cook oxtails? I can, but for a live demo, oxtails take hours to cook. Oxtails are great. I've been getting into short ribs too. That's very similar to oxtails. But yeah, it's not impossible. It's just like anything that you stew. It's like a meat that you need to stew and get the collagen to release. You like that? Yeah, it's a little unceremonious here. But you know, like I was saying, we're just kind of making dog food. So what this is just a supplement to their regular diet. For dinner, I cut back about a half cup of their regular food, and I give them this. So it's just real meat. Sorry, I'll try to get a better angle. There we go. It's real meat combined with just rice, and then the only other ingredient I add is beef stock to kind of beef up the flavor. Unseasoned steak for his bulldog? Wow. Your uncle must have really loved him. Since I got 5 dogs, this is the best I can do. So I'm just breaking this up so that we don't have too big of chunks. Boy, sorry I can't. It's hard to keep this centered. Her name was Bella, R.I.P. Bella. Indeed, R.I.P. Bella. Bella the beauty. So how's everyone doing out there? How's everyone having a happy Friday? I know I'm freaking exhausted. I went to the doctor today. I got a bunch of shots. I got to work tomorrow. Everyone wants to work Saturday because Thanksgiving's next week. Anybody got any good Thanksgiving plans? Me and my wife, we're going to go have all-you-can-eat sushi probably the day before Thanksgiving. Scarlety Foon Dragons. What? Hello. Gambler56. Very nice of you. How are you doing? My birthday's on Thanksgiving, says John. Well, happy birthday, boss. I guess at least it's not a holiday where people give gifts, so you get a good turkey dinner and gifts, I hope. You feed your dog Ironheart dog food. Well, that's cool. I've never heard of Ironheart. We get a lot of our dog food here. Well, we buy our own from Kirkland brand from Costco, but we also get food shipped directly from Purina through the sanctuary we work with. There's supposed to be cases, okay? Scarlety Foon Dragons? Sorry if I mispronounced that. First Thanksgiving away from home. Wow. Well, hey, let me recommend something for you. You know, Arby's has that Thanksgiving sandwich. And one year, I had that instead of going home for Thanksgiving, and I thought it was better. Pinky, thanks for the pumpkin pie, the happy pumpkin pie. Hilarious. Or if you're near a Wawa, they got the Thanksgiving sub that's really good. I don't know. I just one year I had the Thanksgiving sub, and they said it's better than the family drama. And I remember eating it and thinking, this is better than the family drama, even though it was like not that great of a sandwich. Scarlet Typhoon Dragons. Not Scarlety Foon Dragons. Sorry. Denny's. Wait, were we talking about Denny's? Add a Q&A sticker. Fun weekend plans? Let's try it. Why does it go right in the middle of the screen? Answers will appear as chat messages. There we go. You'd be amazed how much YouTube wants me to do what I just did there. Post a question to engage with your audience. Well, either way, I'll engage with you by telling you we're the Happy Old Dog and Cat Farm. We do party rocking. We do adventures with our dogs. We have 5 dogs. We have Little Preacher. And we adopt older animals and let them live their last days. That's Ringo running through. He's our new cat. There's Miss Shelby. There's Mama hiding in the shadows, and that's Saphira. And yeah, we'd love it if you guys could check out the channel, or just, you know, let's chat. Right now I've been doing little cooking demos lately, and tonight we're making this is kind of an additional amendment that I feed the dogs, that I put in with their food, and I seal this up in bags, and I just sprinkle a little bit on top of it just to make their food taste a little different, so they're not just eating, you know, mush. You think that ground beef looks perfect? Thank you. I try to be good at cooking. Let's see, so we just need some of this roasted beef base. This kind of helps carry the flavor out into the rice. And thanks, Pinky. Yeah, I mean, I cook. I like to cook. It makes me happy. I've never cooked professionally, but I've definitely been cooking since I was very, very young. So no, I'm not putting, this is dog food. Once again, I'm not putting mushrooms in here. This is a very simple dish, but if I was making this for humans, mushrooms, I'd probably saute the mushrooms. I feel like when you just throw mushrooms in, they just shrivel up and lose their mass. So this is roast beef base. This will bring kind of an umami and some flavor to the rest of the rice. Because what I'm about to do, after I stir this up a little more. Oh, the doggo powder. See, so anybody interested in that fun weekend plans question? You'd be amazed. YouTube is constantly bombing me to post stupid questions like this. Fun weekend plans, gang. All right, that's looking pretty good. So now we put this to low, because now, like a biryani, a much simpler biryani, we're going to put rice over the top of this and then add some water. So, and the amount of rice is, what's my net worth? Well, I think I have a car that's about 12 years old. And I have a farm that me and my wife own. Okay, so we're putting a bunch of rice in here, and we're going to almost low, And then so what we do is we take this bowl and we get some water. Orlando, how you doing? Am I still selling rib platters tomorrow? I wish. I wish I was selling rib platters. I got a sweet grill for it. Oh yeah, I'm worth millions of dollars, everybody. Just from this YouTube channel alone. All right, so a lot of people don't realize that when you're cooking rice, the secret is to cover it with water by about a third. Not a lot of people know that. People take rice a little too seriously. And I just try to make sure the water gets down in there. And yeah, it's going to slowly come to a boil. You can see how it's got a little beefy cloudiness to it. And this is a doggo favorite. This is, if you ever, so to get a little honest with you guys at this point, in that Q&A, one of the hard realities about a dog that's getting too old or is about to pass away is the first thing that, in my experience, they stop eating. And they definitely don't like eating their regular food. And thanks, Sonia, for happy poop. Thank you. Oh, really? You don't like the rice cooker? Wild. So, but back to my story. So there have been times where, you know, I have raced out to try to find, like, go and get bologna just to try to get a dog to just eat a little bit of food to keep, so it hopefully stay alive a little longer. And I found that, you know, this dish here, Happy Friday. Hey, Helen. So this dish here, having this on hand does help. A lot of times we also keep baby food on hand because dogs love baby food when, and it's really easy on their digestive system. So yeah, it's like when your heart starts breaking immediately because all of a sudden one day your dog just decides to stop eating because he's old and he or she is old and it's time. It's good to have, you know, something like this on hand that they're used to, that's a little bit easier to digest. It's just rice and some meat. And, you know, it's a lot better than like crunchy dog food. And so there's more than one reason why I make this. So just a little fact of life. If everyone has dogs and cats at age, Ringo loves this stuff. You're going to want to have something that can you know, carry, that's a little bit better than their regular food, and just have them, you know, with the routine of enjoying it. It's just helped me. So there you go. Enough of the downer talk about animals passing away. I just wanted to let you guys know that's something I've learned. It's kind of a tough lesson, and when you're in the middle of it, it's kind of hard to think about what's the right thing to do. And honestly, it comes down to, if your animal is older and just stops eating, there's problems. You do plain boiled chicken? So we do plain boiled chicken too, and we save that for the kitty cats, which they love. And I've got this little fart right here is waiting for some. And yeah, chicken can work too. I mean, at that time, it's whatever you can get them to eat. Anything, you know. But, you know, luckily we're not going to have to hopefully deal with that right away or anytime soon. We have a fairly healthy group of dogs. Chicken broth with rice. You love my voice, Betty. That's such a nice thing to say. I appreciate you. Boiled chicken thighs, okay. So I'm sure some people would disagree with the thighs just because they're fattier meat, but I'd say as long as you keep the bones out of there, you're fine. Any whole protein's going to be good for a cat or a dog, as long as it's not heavily spiced, like, onions and garlic and stuff like that. That's not for dogs. They don't do well with that. So, so there are some seasonings that dogs do like, and so if you go back to our live streams when I made biscuits, um, fennel seeds are good for dogs. Cumin is good for dogs. Anise, anise seed is good for dogs, and it's also like catnip for them. So I'm going to cover this up and let this just come up to temp. But yeah, let's see here. We can show these off. Go to my vast array of spices that I have. See that? Those are all spices. And anise Australia. This is star anise. This is kind of what brings the licoricey flavor into stuff. If you ever had a really good pho broth at a Vietnamese restaurant, you've definitely tasted this. Star anise. It's hit or miss with some people, but when you use it sparingly, it makes food really nice. Hi, Angeletta. So this here is fennel seed. This helps with dog's breath. If you can get these into biscuits, it'll help. It'll get rid of stink breath. And but yeah, go back and watch my biscuit episode, my biscuit live stream. I also did a straight video on the channel making the biscuits. And then where's the cumin? Cumin's very similar. Cumin is what brings when you talk about chili. Oops, sorry, let me get that in focus. When you talk about chili, cumin is what brings that flavor. When people identify as classic American chili, it's usually cumin that's doing it. It's the heart of Tex-Mex food. And yeah, those are okay for dogs. I've looked that up. I've done that. I've done all my research on that. This I try to keep more neutral with their food amendment, just because. Oh, here's the this is the turkey meatloaf I made yesterday on live stream with potatoes and gravy. Absolutely delicious. Turmeric. I would have to check on turmeric. Turmeric is probably okay, but I would check with the internet gods first on that. And fennel, yeah, if you have dogs with poop breath, fennel is amazing. And here's my biscuits that I make. It's beef liver. I'm sorry, it's chicken liver and a little bit of package of bologna for fattiness, and then anise. All right. So Ringo is setting the scene right now. Let's give him a little piece of this chicken here. Let's go. Let's give the dogs some of the biscuits. You don't like the biscuits, Ringo. Bernie ain't giving up any treats. Oh. Let's go find Mama. Mama, would you like a treat, sweetheart? You deserve it. And Saphira, did you get a treat? Saphira, here, sweetheart. All right. Shelby, did you get a treat? Look, Ringo's already feeling left out. There you go, Shelb. Ringo sounds like a white cat. Well, I hope he's as cool as Ringo, because we are just blown away by. Okay, so that's already at a rolling boil, so we're gonna bring that down below low. And honestly, it smells really good. I mean, I'm almost going to shut it off at this point, and then you want to leave it with just a hair of a crack so that the moisture can escape. We're going to check on Queen Lexi. Hi, Virgil Foster. Good to see you. Welcome to the live stream. Oh, someone got into the toilet, got into the toilet paper. We're going to check on our 18-year-old orange tabby named Miss Lexi. Oh, what's this, Ringo? She ain't gonna come out with you standing there. Sweetheart. Hi. How are you, cutie? Good to see you. Would you like a little treat? Yeah? Yeah, you deserve it. Nice to see you. So this is our 18-year-old orange tabby Lexi. She's the star of the channel. She does all of our short ASMR videos. She purrs like an engine. And she's very reclusive. She likes coming out for a little bit and hanging out just a little, and then likes to go back in. Let me get all the way on the floor. I won't be able to read any comments. Yeah, there. Do you need to pick that up for you? Come on, kitty cat. Here you go. Oh, look at you. You just want to tear away at it like a lioness. So yeah, this is Lexi. She's an absolute sweetheart. One of the cutest, nicest cats you've ever met. And 18 years old. And when we got her, we just asked for the cat who's been there the longest. I just saw 100. Thanks for that 100. You gonna eat that other stuff finally? Why don't you come out and hang out? Come hang out. Well, hey, Granny, great to see you. Jesse Cruz thinks, yeah, Miss Lexi's our 18-year-old sweetheart. And then we got all the other pups hanging out. And we got the destruction of some toilet paper here, which we're going to close this door so they don't continue eating at that. But yeah, you can imagine what 5 dogs get into during the day. Come on, Lexi, you need to come out or else they're going to go in there and eat all your food. Pinky sent 100. Thanks, Pinky. Come on, sweetheart. Come on out. I'm going to help motivate her out. No, you come out. You come out and hang out. Oh. You come out? Miss Lexi. The internet wants to say hi. Cece, thanks for the flower. You're awesome. There's more chicken in it for you if you come out. More of this. More of this, sweetheart. Look at you right at the threshold, just playing your odds, just in case you get a chance to run in. Well, let me give you a scourge. Oh, sweetheart. Okay, you can have a little more chicken. And hi everyone commenting on, and welcome, and please subscribe and check out the channel. And here's our queen. But we gotta go see little cute Tammy. Okay, well, this is gonna be, well, you can have a little bit of this. She is, and this cat is one of the cutest sweethearts. And she's 18, everyone. I'll try to stay in focus, sorry about that. Hello, comrade. Welcome to Happy Old Dog and Cat Farm. Are you gonna come out? You gonna come out? Come on out. I want to give you some room. Come on out. Well, I'm gonna go check on the biryani, the dog biryani. Make sure it's not too hot. Oh, that is too hot. So often when I'm done. What is she snacking on? Just a little bit of roasted chicken. Cats love a little roasted chicken. Ugh. Jeez. So I have a poll here. We'll start it because YouTube keeps bothering me. Yes or no? That's the poll. So go ahead and answer that if you want. Yes or no. If you're pro yes, please vote yes. If you're pro no, please vote no. So we have 4 votes for yes. 4 votes. Uh-oh. 25% no's. Holy cow, you guys. Just flowing in with the polls. Looks like we need to do more polls. Thanks so much for your feedback. It's hilarious because when you freaking stream, Facebook is on your butt to do all these weird little add-on, these little things. Yes, it's much better band than Dr. Noah's a movie. I have 3 dogs. You have the exact same number of dogs as me. So I hate to break it to you, I have 5 dogs and 3 cats. We have the same number of dogs and cats. Oh, we got her out. Nope, there's a dog in there. Hey, Shelby, get out of there. Come on. Don't you go eating cat food. Come on. Make sure there's no one else in there. Lexi's such a mess with her food. All right. So 11 votes, 73% yes, 27% no. And we're going to end that in a few minutes. Or a few seconds, I should say. I think we're at a good stopping point there. And poll ends. Thank you, everybody, who voted yes. And thank you, everybody who voted no. Now we're going upstairs to see our little cute kitten, Tammy. little cute kitty cat who we found in the barn. So we're in an old farmhouse. This is what the upstairs looks like in an old farmhouse. It's really low ceilings. Where's Tammy? Tammy? There's Tammy. Hi TMPVE 2025. Welcome to the Happy Old Dog and Cat Farm. I'd love it if you could subscribe. Talk to me right now, Happy Old Dog and Cat Farm. We are talking right now. This is our little sweetheart Tammy, who we just found in the barn a few weeks ago. And I'm going to take this donut off her for a little bit. There you go, sweetheart. And yeah, this is a little cutie we just found in the barn. Thanks, Starboy the Night. You're awesome. Here, let me get this off my little holster that I'm going to get a little down closer. And yeah, this is Tammy Sadie Fox. Absolute sweetheart. Can you pet your dogs, or are they fierce at you? We can pet the dogs when I go back downstairs. Right now we're just hanging out with Tammy, and we're going to see if Tammy wants a little chicken. A little chicken, sweetie? So the donut is so we got Tammy, and the best my wife could figure out, and she worked in veterinary medicine for about 10 years, was that Tammy, we found her in the barn, and she was barely 6 months old at best. Very young. So after we had her for 3 weeks, she went into heat. So we had to get her fixed right away, and this poor girl was a mess. Just an absolute mess. So yeah, kittens can have kittens. There you go, sweetie. You're such a sweetie. So yeah, we had to get her fixed and got her all of her shots, and she's gonna be a permanent member of the farm. And you know, she's still got a little feral cat in her. Yeah, because kittens can have kittens. Oh, calm down. I'm just giving you scratches. Whenever I've noticed, whenever you feed a cat, they get a little standoffish if you're not offering more food instead of pets. But I can give you a little tickle, tickle, tickle. Aw, giving me cute little licks. Thanks, sweetheart. Miss you so much during the day. Just wish we could hang out and take naps. Take care, Pinky. Thanks for stopping by. She's shy, but she's more just kind of like meek. She'll definitely get done what she has to get done. It's just right now we got her fixed, and I think, you know, she's definitely calmed down a little bit. And she's had to wear her donut for the past week or so, and like, look, she can tell she just hates it. She like her eyes follow it. But as always, we love her so much. She's so loved, and she loves. She's definitely a mama's girl. Same thing with Ringo. They both like to fall asleep in her lap every night, and they jump up on where she is. So I'm the odd guy out when it comes to getting the Tammy love, but um, you know, we're just waiting for that incision to heal up and for the hair to grow back before we can really trust her. And she can already use the dog door, and she goes outside and gets herself into a little trouble every now and then too. But, you know, she's a grown little kitten. Cute as a little bean. Is your ear scratchy? Let me scratch your ear for you. She's like, oh, that is where I'm scratchy. Thank you so much. I'm so scratchy there, Daddy. You want me to keep going? So yeah, this is the beautiful little gift that's come into our lives. Absolute little delicate angel. So this is Tammy Sadie. Tammy Sadie Fox. And she already responds to her name, Tammy. So I say, Tammy, Tammy. And yeah, folks, if you can get a chance for the Happy Old Dog and Cat Farm, we'd love if you could subscribe and check out the channel. We do a lot of live streams and cooking demos, and we do dog adventures. And Ringo has started to go on the dog adventures. He goes walking around the farm. There's some of the land from up here. It's raining right now. It's your classic fall rainy day. We're in the Middle Tennessee area of the United States. Tammy Sadie Fox, that's the name of this kitty cat. Kitten. Oh, you're going to send a gift? That's so nice of you. Aw, hearts. Thanks so much. It was awesome of you. Yeah. Interestingly enough, this chair I got is a chair for fat people. I bought it years ago at an estate sale. And it was from a couple, and they were just huge. And I love this chair so much. Tammy does too. It's so big. Like it's just ready for a big butt. Sadie's ring. Tammy's ring? I'm the best pet owner? Well, thanks. It is like a couch. Two people could sit in it easily. It's got to be 40 inches from there to there. And I got two originally, and like the other one looks like this is for the man with the higher back, and then there's like the one that went to like here, and it was for the woman, but it was just as wide. Like they make like gender-based furniture. They couldn't just make two chairs the same size. But yeah, Tammy loves it, don't you? Don't you, sweetheart? You love it. We love you. So yeah, we're gonna get this donut back on Tam, and then we'll go downstairs and check on the rice. Just wanted to give her a little treat and check in on her. And I know you guys always love seeing how Tammy's doing. How can you not? She's a kitten. She's a cute little kitten. Well, thanks for coming by, Cece. Love it if you could subscribe and check out some of the vids. Oh, she's just resisting. She's just saying no. That's the most I've ever seen this cat resist. Oh, you did it so it was going to be too loose and you could get out. I know this trick. Sweet Tammy. Okay, so let's go back downstairs. I can almost hit my head on these ceilings. They're so low. Oy. Thanks so much, Cece. I appreciate it. I appreciate anything you do. Check out a video or subscribe or like, or comment. I try to respond to all comments eventually. What's up, little Bernie? What's up, Bernie? What's up, little Bernie? You gonna jump up on me? You gonna nip at me? He nips at me when I come home because he's so excited to see me. Someone said they want us to pet the dogs. So Sophia, we're gonna pet you. Candace Eloofman. Hello, how are you? We're just checking in on the dogs now and petting them. Little preacher. Sweetheart, you want to go back to your castle? There goes Lexi back to her lair. Little Bernie, you want to say hi? Is that a pea or is that from an ice cube? There's Mama. Let's check on this. And let's see where we're at here. Still a little crunchy. But I'm just going to start to bring the rice from the outside into the inside. It tastes good. It's got a good beefy flavor to it. Getting calls that I don't want to answer. So yeah, I'm going to give that a little bit more water. All right, we're going to let that just maybe bring up the temperature just a little bit on that. So yeah, one of the things we were doing tonight was we were making an amended dog food. A dog food amendment. And yeah, let's see here. Other than that, who's having a good Thanksgiving? Who's got big plans? Anybody traveling anywhere cool? Oh, geez, you gotta open up all this. And yeah, we got Mama, the sweetheart. Here, I'll do a thing where I kick back over here and the dogs usually just all jump up on me. Oh, that light's gonna kill it. Okay. Mama. You gotta go. Mama, you're not my pillow. Hi. Hi. This dog likes to climb on me like I'm just a sack of potatoes. And Miss Saphira coming in. Too close for love, guys. You gotta stay back stay in the picture. No. Oh. Staying in town, buying a whole turkey dinner, plus fixing some Luby's cafeteria. That sounds like some delicious, iconic place. Tell me more about. Who we got? Oh, little preacher coming in from the rain. I guess I didn't think this shot out too much. There we go. Luby's has been in Texas for 50 years. 50 years. Mama, 50 years. Do you think you'd like a turkey from Luby's? If we go down to Texas and get some Luby's? What do you think? So you're in Texas. What do they call the jalapeno stuffed with cream cheese that is wrapped in bacon? What's that called? Is that called like a Texas torpedo or something, or a Texas tornado? Oh, the Sushi King idea. Oh God, you guys, if you want to know one of the greatest restaurants in the world, look up Sushi King in the Nashville area. It's $30, and it's like they have the greatest hits of all Asian cuisines. Like, so they got sushi, pad thai, hibachi, noodles, okonomiyaki, a bunch of like hot Japanese food, tempura, udon noodles, soba noodles, and then like a couple little desserts. Like you can get ice cream, and for $30 you can get all you can eat. And if you look them up, they've only been open for like a year now, or maybe just a little over a year, and they have 3,000 reviews and 4.5 stars. And $30. $30. I mean, if you go get sushi, you're going to spend $30-$40 anyway. They got all the appetizers, and like you got it. It's one of the greatest experiences ever. Except, it's just a feast for a pig, and we're trying to like eat healthier. So we're just saving it for a special occasion. So we're gonna do our Thanksgiving. We're gonna check and see. We don't think they're open on Thursday, so we might do it Wednesday. What about you? What about you, Queen? Oh, yeah. What's up with this little butt? How's this little butt doing? Yeah? Have you ever seen a cuter dog that wants its butt scratched than this guy? Wait, let me reposition. What are you doing over there? Be cute. He's my little man. Little preacher. Imagine leaving this cute little thing at a church. Ooh, is that a spot? 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 Well, thanks for the 100. Here comes a little Burn. Come on up, Bernie. Shelby, you gonna come up? You're back. Hey, and thanks for the 100. Awesome of you. Just lounging with little preacher. And Saphira likes getting about 6 inches away from my face. And just wants to like stay there. And I gotta tell you, I love petting her. Something about a gorgeous blue-eyed dog. Hey, Pinky, welcome back. What's this? Whose butt's this? Okay, so here we got a good question from Helen. Do you or anyone on chat know how to get an outside cat to go into the nice shelter that I bought for them? Yeah, that's not a hard one to that's not a hard move to do. So if you can find a spot where they're perching, put a little bit of food, stinky food, usually some good wet stinky food, like kind of near where they're perching, and then over time, move it into the shelter. And then just basically just start feeding them. That's how you get that done. That's how we got Tammy into the house. Who's hiding over there? Who's that? Is that Mr. Ringo? So yeah, that's how I'd recommend it. You just got to lure them in with stinky food. Because once you create a simpler and easier path for them to find food, the better off, or the easier it'll be. Cats just flow to the path of least resistance naturally. All right, we need to bring this heat up a little bit. This ends up being enough food supplement for about 3 weeks for the dogs. And for Ringo now too, since Ringo eats with the dogs. So what I'm saying is wherever you see the cats, start out there with just a little bit of stinky food. Then over the course of like a day or two, just move it closer to the shelter. And then finally just put it in the shelter. And yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it's like you're just luring them in. And you know, the stinkier the food, the better. That's how we got Tammy out. When she realized it was easier to eat, and when she came in, she kind of just melted. A good buddy of mine has a cat that he has never pet, and it lives under his house, and he built a little shelter for it, and it's heated. And he was worried because the cat would just stay under the house, and he didn't want a cat like dying under the house because it just smells horrible. And he loves animals too, so he wanted to save this cat. So he's been feeding it for 3 years now, and it sleeps in the little shelter that my buddy made for it. And it's gone really well. Other than the fact the cat will still not let him pet. They come to eat and then go hide out across the street. So yeah, you already have them coming to you to eat. I would say just put it in the shelter. As long as the shelter's not too far from where you're feeding them. If that makes sense. But I gotta tell you, a little canned tuna goes a long way, because with that smell, they track that pretty easily. Ooh, I love black and orange. It's always a cutie. Look at these two. Look at these two cow prints. Kitty cats and sunsets make you cry, Robert. Well, it sounds like you're a sweetheart of a person. What about little spoiled chihuahuas? We don't have any sunsets right here now. It's been a rainy, cloudy day. Oh, look at this guy. What's your plan, man? Yeah, no problem. Not a problem. I mean, you just got to create a better place than where they're staying. The second the second it's easier to eat and they're more comfortable, they're just going to stay there. It's path of least resistance with cats. It really is. Dogs too, to a certain extent, but in my experience, cats just, they want to be pampered. They want things to be easier. Sometimes dogs can be a little crazy like that. Right, Saphira? And folks, if you're just clopping in, this is the Happy Old Dog and Cat Farm. And we adopt old cats and dogs. And we let them live out their last days on the farm. And we go on adventures. We film adventures out on the farm. We go on walks without leashes. And we do films of dogs and cats running around. We do cat adventures and ASMR purring sessions and all sorts of fun stuff that just sort of having fun. So yeah, we'd love it if you could just check out some of our videos, likes, etc., subscribe. Trying to just build numbers. I guess this is YouTube, right? And so what we're trying to do is just get everyone invested in what we're doing here and remind everyone that if you can ever adopt older dogs and older cats, that you're a superstar in our book. And in our experience, older dogs and older cats are way more chill. Ringo, what you doing? What you doing, buddy? You over here by the blender? You want a margarita? What you doing? So yeah, I saw a comment. Someone wanted me to post the turkey meatloaf that I made last night, and I will be getting to that. I've got to go back to work for a little bit and take care of some stuff once rush hour's over. But other than that, I plan on doing editing all night. And oh yeah, I gotta work tomorrow too. Everyone wants to work because Thanksgiving's coming, so they'll want to work Saturday for some reason. Yeah, and puppies are fun. Everyone should do puppies at one point in time, but they require a lot of time and a lot of energy. And there are puppies out there that need to be adopted, don't get me wrong. But the dogs that are forgotten are the older pups. And we want you guys to remember them first. Right, little preacher? This little guy, freaking just hilarious. When he sleeps with us, and he'll just decide like, oh, I'm gonna get up, and we've got to get up and let him go and get a glass of water or a little sip of water. Hi, sweets. Hey, Lee, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome to the show. And the cats too. You got to adopt the old cats. They're usually honestly really chill. And yeah, I was just making the beef and rice that I make as a food amendment for the dogs. I cook it kind of like a biryani, and we're just sort of hanging out, having a Friday. You got? Oh wait, I don't think you're in America. We have a Thanksgiving's coming up next week, and so a lot of people are in a different vibe right now. It seems like a lot of people, once Thanksgiving hits, nobody wants to work until New Year's. And boy, I sure kind of feel like I'm in that vibe. Yeah, does the UK do kind of like some fall solstice celebration? Because that's basically all Thanksgiving really is. Celebrate the harvest, have a bountiful meal. They try to claim Thanksgiving as the Pilgrims, but it's kind of bull cocky. You don't have your own version of it? That's a bummer. Like where you just eat roast turkey and all the trimmings and a Yorkshire pud and some good gravy. I want to make Yorkshire pudding again. That was fun. That's a fun thing to make. Yeah, Helen, Lee's a regular to the channel. A prolific commenter. He loves watching, and really appreciate Lee a lot. And I'm glad that he came on. They are lovely. Boy, I was watching Rate My Takeaway a little while ago. Oh, and by the way, the new Rate My Takeaway with Danny and Gary is amazing. But thanks, Lee. He was eating something where they did a whole Sunday roast inside a giant Yorkshire pudding, kind of like a burrito. That looked crazy. That looked like it was a little too much. But yeah, I don't know if you saw that. It seems like they're trying to go wild with the Yorkshire puddings in the UK right now. You want to go outside so bad and it's so wet. You saw that giant Yorkshire one? Have you checked out the new Danny and Gary channel? It's actually pretty funny. Yeah, it'd be too much for me to eat too. It looked like it had to have been at least 3,000 calories. Pinky Triple Love, great to see you. How are we doing here, you guys? We're getting there. Oop. Don't want the dishwasher running while we're streaming. So anybody that wasn't here at the beginning, this is basically just a bunch of beef and pork, ground beef and ground pork, with a little bit of, oops, sorry, plugged it back in again. With, that we saute up and break up, and then I put a little beef stock in it. And then I just cover it with about 3 or 4 pounds of rice, and we cook it like a giant biryani. And this is the food amendment that I give the dogs, because I want my dogs to eat a little bit of real food. I don't want them to eat just, just kibble and like rendered meat product, rendered slurries. That rice is still a little crunchy. All right. More time, please. But other than that, I just showed a little method too. I mean, so 5 dogs. If you go back and rewatch this, if it's just for 1 dog, you probably wouldn't need more than like, I'd say a pound of ground beef and just a few cups of rice. And then I just kind of sprinkle it on their food. So it's kind of like just a little, a little bonus in a way. And yeah. So other than that though, I went to the doctor today, and it wasn't great news, but nothing too serious. It's just I need to start watching all this, how much salt I eat. I've got high blood pressure. Yeah, you hate it. The thing is, I don't think I eat. Yeah, sorry. I mean, high blood pressure. Apparently, if you eat too much salt, it can mess with your blood pressure. And my whole thing was just like I stopped caffeine, and then I just gained weight when I stopped caffeine. So no one's fully sure. The doctor just knows that he found out that I have sleep apnea and all this other stuff. And yeah, I'm going to be going on. It's actually a medication that we give Bernie, telmisartan, telmistran. I think I mispronounce it all the time. But yeah, this little guy's actually on it. Him and I are going to be on the same medication soon. But yeah, other than that, I guess the goal is to try to live my life as healthy as possible. And other than just like the 2 margaritas I drink a week, I don't have too many vices out there other than just like food and salt. But a friend of mine has already like gone off the salt as much as possible. You're only supposed to have 2 grams of salt a day, so 2,000 milligrams. And he says that, you don't really miss it after a while. But then when you go out to eat, like he went to a steakhouse and he couldn't believe how salty everything was. Yeah, salty food, man. It just makes food pop. It's just too good. But, they got the salt substitutes and stuff like that. And it's not the end for me, believe me. I just got to figure out if MSG is considered salt, because it is a glutamate, a sodium glutamate. But other than that, 29 people still hanging out. It's great to see you guys. Hey, here's one. Am I hydrated? Yeah, I stay pretty hydrated. Helen, that was really nice of you. Thanks so much. Do you guys have any ideas of what I should make tomorrow? What should I cook tomorrow? Should I make something? I don't want to make something too sweet, but I feel like, I don't know. Do you think I should make a dessert of some kind? Give me an idea. What do you guys want to see me make? And apparently we have a goal of 5 out of 10 bullseyes, whatever that means. Thank you for providing 5 bullseyes. And yeah, I stay fairly hydrated. Stuffed French toast. Oh man. Wowzers. So my version of French toast I make with Publix makes this stuff called English muffin bread. And I don't even know if they still make it anymore. But it's like, imagine an English muffin dough, but then in just a loaf of bread. And it's really light. And when you slice it about, an inch or 2 thick. And then you do the standard French toast. And then when you cook it, it ends up being like a custard in the middle of it. It's so delicate and light. But yeah, I mean, I could do some stuffed French toast. That shouldn't be too hard. Do a little breakfast for dinner. Yeah, no salt. There's Lowry's. Lowry's makes a salt substitute, and it's just like a bunch of spices and stuff. But yeah, you got so French toast. Make French toast tomorrow. I mean, it's really easy to make French toast. You sure you want me to make French toast? Do an all in favor. French toast tomorrow for the live stream. Stuffed French toast with like cream cheese. Getting hearts. Seeing some hearts. Should probably be cream cheese. Helen's in. Okay. Um, should probably be cream cheese mixed with like a little bit of fruit or something, right? A flan. Wow, that'd be a first for me. Oh, my wife has a freaky thing with the texture of flan. She's got like a whole texture thing. So I don't know if I can get away with flan. Um, I could make creme brulee. If you want, I could make creme brulee. That's actually really easy. I mean, it's not easy, but it's easy enough to make. And do the crispy top. You did your own flan before? I bet. And I like flan. It's just that whatever I make, she's got to eat too. I can't just eat all that flan. Creme brulee? You don't think it's too hoity-toity to make creme brulee? Colette, thanks so much. I feel blessed. Every time we bring a new animal into this house and give them the chance to live out their days, it is truly a blessing. And here's 4 of the 5. We usually keep about 5 in the house. You make Jello a lot? I'll tell you what, I bet you can make creme brulee Jello. I mean, you just make the Jello and then put it in a dish and then sprinkle sugar on top of it and then hit it with a torch. I wonder what happens to Jello when it gets hit by a torch. I wonder if that'd do anything weird to the pudding. But yeah, hey folks, Happy Old Dog and Cat Farm here. Probably going to log off, and hey guys, it'd be great if you could do like or subscribe, or check out one of our videos. A cake that looked like church glass. So we keep 5 in the house, and we worked with a sanctuary that only adopts out older animals, and they all stay in the house. But if you go back in the channel, you can see that we lose a dog about every 6 to 8 months, unfortunately. And right now we seem to have some healthy sweethearts here. And so yeah, it's when you watch this channel, you end up kind of getting emotionally invested in certain dogs, and then we do have moments where they're old, and all of a sudden, sometimes it's pretty quick. They just kind of it's their time. So we help them to the Rainbow Bridge, and it's truly an honor to do this. And like, I will be holding these dogs in my arms when we put them to sleep. They'll be hugged when they're put to sleep. And I got to tell you, I did that with one of our dogs, Stacy, and I held her when we put her to sleep, and she was at rest and comfortable, and it was one of the greatest honors of my life. It changed me. Yeah, and I thought I would kind of get a thicker skin, and it 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 the process becomes easier, but the emotional aftermath, it's always hard. It doesn't get any easier. But I've got a great team willing to provide support. And oh, a Jello cake, yum. I'm trying to make something that's going to be like four servings and less than 3,000 calories, because I made that buckle last weekend, and boy, it's been hard. Let's just say that it was hard not overeating that buckle. But actually, I could make creme brulee French toast. I mean, that's a thing. Don't get all angry. Well, folks, I want you all to have a happy Friday. I'll think about something. Spoon and pour the liquid jello on top. Refrigerate it. I hear you. I like where you're going. You like granola bars? I used to make granola bars. They're great. They're great. They're easy. It's a lot of nuts and oats, and I used to do it with honey and then a little bit of flour, and then you just kind of bake them. And yeah, they're really good. Super high in calories. And it's kind of just like making any other cookie bar, really. Except you're just adding a lot more nuts. And yeah, I went through my granola bar phase for sure. But yeah, I'll try to think up something fun to make tomorrow. That's not too over the top. I don't want to have like an entire pie, and it's got to be something that like we can finish in a stream so we can see it, completed. Like I had to log off before my meatloaf was done the other day, and I kind of felt bad about that. But let's see here. Oh yeah, this is looking done. Let's see here. That is done. And this will be 3 weeks of added food to the dogs' diets. And yeah, we've got about 4 pounds of rice, so we turned into about 6 pounds of rice. And yeah, this is how I kind of. Granola bars are healthy, but what you have to remember about granola bars is they're a meal substitute. There's literally enough calories in like a granola bar. Well, like in a granola bar about that big, that's that thick. There's probably about 450 to 500 calories. So it's like, keep in mind like a smash burger is usually about 600 calories. To kind of put that into perspective. But either way, here's how I make dog food. And I love you guys. Thanks for joining. And try to check out the channel if you can. I'd really appreciate it. And we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.